Tourism is a billion-dollar industry in Poland, but some Scots have found themselves caught out by what's been described as a scam run by a Mafia-style organisation. George from Aberdeen claims he was drugged and robbed in a strip club in Krakow last year. He's asked us to disguise his identity. So before you went into the place, did you just think it was a normal bar?
I did actually, yeah. I know a lot of people find that hard to believe, but I just thought it was just going to be a bar, club or whatever. I did notice two girls who didn't have a lot of clothing on. It did cross my mind that it was a lap dancing place.
Why didn't you leave?
I was there for the cheap alcohol. My next memory was waking up in my bed in my apartment the following day. I felt completely spaced out. It wasn't until I charged up my phone and saw messages from my bank that I knew something had happened. My jeans were completely urine soaked. It's something that I've never ever done through drinking alcohol.
George says he didn't consent to spending almost £900 on his card that night, and that local police laughed off his complaint. James from Perthshire has also asked for anonymity. He was approached by a tout in Krakow's main square. She promised him and his Polish friends free shots if they bought drinks. They thought it was a music venue. When you entered the venue and discovered it was a strip club, why didn't you put your drinks down and leave?
We had to pay for them, so we were finishing it. Within 5 minutes after the shot going down, that was our evening pretty much over. I woke up checking my phone history about 2 hours later on the floor. Beside me was a stripper and a lady with my credit card saying it had been declined. These people are telling us we can't leave until this has been paid, so I'll just pay it on my credit card and it'll be safe. And there was about £11,000.
Did you feel at any stage, either before you fell unconscious or afterwards, that you were being held against your will?
Afterwards, when they kept claiming the transactions had been declined and we had to pay for it.
So you presented to the police in Poland and said what?
That we needed to report a crime of fraud and that we were drugged. While
James says he felt his complaint was taken seriously by police in Poland, like George, the process offered no conclusion. John Deverell from New Zealand says he was also drugged and robbed. He started an online support website for other victims and plans to take group litigation against the nightclub in Poland. He says they've engineered a social hack of the visa system.
It's a Mafia-style outfit.
Deverell obtained CCTV footage which he claims shows the moments after he was drugged.
There's clear footage of these people hiding all the receipts that they can so I can't get my hands on them, because the receipts that are coming out of the machine are accurate. It's just that they're using sleight of hand.
In the last 12 months, John has been contacted by over 100 other men.
For example, there was one guy that said, "Oh, look, I just need to speak to somebody, can I call you?" And he was talking about suicide and should I just kill myself and my girlfriend's going to leave me. And people are just, in some cases, just devastated. The rate that people contact me at is growing. Polish authorities need to get in there and collect the evidence to prosecute the clubs.
The National Police Headquarters in Poland told us that in every case regarding a scam in a strip club or nightclub, that they use all means to collect evidence and investigate the alleged crime. But what about the banks? Neither of the men we spoke to have had any money refunded so far. Their card providers say there is not sufficient proof to support their claims that they didn't authorise the payments. In the UK, customers can escalate complaints to the Ombudsman if they are not satisfied with their bank's investigation. We approached the Financial Ombudsman, who said, "It's not uncommon for us to see complaints about cards being used in bars abroad. We take all individual circumstances into consideration and make a decision on what's fair and reasonable." So the advice from victims is to consider leaving cards behind on nights out, stick to cash, and bear in mind that promises of free drinks should be taken with a pinch of salt. David MacNicol, BBC News.